Hi everyone, welcome. Come on in, have a seat. Let's talk about this amazing compound it's an amazing white powder, okay, and it's just miraculous. I love it so much, okay. It's one of the things that I really absolutely appreciate. I mean, I appreciate everything Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created, everything that God has created, but this one is something special, okay? So it's the alum, or it's an aluminium salt that is naturally occurring. It is sold as alum, okay, and it has an Indian name which is called fitkari, I believe. And it is sold everywhere. You can buy it from anywhere online, okay? It has so many uses, okay, both physical and spiritual, okay. I'm gonna start by talking about the physical uses, and then I'll go into the spiritual uses, okay. Because both of them are amazing, you know. It's not just one thing or the other. The physical uses are extremely impressive, and they could seem spiritual or magical even to some people, but they are actually physical. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna say is that it's physically, alum is traditionally used in the Middle East and in the East, in India, in Pakistan, in countries like that, for various health. In Ayurveda, in Ayurvedic medicine in India, it's been used in many parts of the world, North Africa, East Africa, Europe. It has uses, okay? And actually, the United Kingdom is one of the countries that produces alum on a global scale. So the first use of alum that I've come across is that it is a very good antiseptic and cleanser. It has been used in skin wounds to stop bleeding. It has the ability of stopping bleeding. Ever since a long time ago, a long age ago, it's been here for ages, okay, because it's naturally occurring. It's been here for an extremely long time. And in our Sufi lore, it's been mentioned that in the past it has been used by al-atibba, or the Sufi doctors, the Muslim doctors, the Sufi spiritual doctors, to stop bleeding from wounds. It is used to stop bleeding from gums, to strengthen weak teeth, to treat painful teeth, to treat dental caries and canker sores in the mouth. It's also been used to treat breath problems with the breath, or breath odor. If someone's breath smell is not great, alum helps with that. It takes it out completely. It is also good to be used as an antibacterial, antifungal. It stops or it fights diarrhea, okay. There are preparations for this, different kinds of ways of using it for all of these things. It has also been used as a deodorant. It is the best deodorant in the world. All of the new companies that sell deodorants have alum or aluminium hydroxide as one of their ingredients. If you look at the deodorants, it doesn't matter how fancy it is, it will have alum in it. It is very good at removing odors from anywhere in the body. Say someone has a lot of fungal infections or problems with odor and so on. If they use alum, that will completely take it away. They will smell like a baby. Okay, I've seen it before. I've seen it used in many people before. Okay. It also is one of these things that tightens the skin. So if someone applies it to it's used to tighten flabby skin. Basically, it's always been used for that. So if it's mixed with oil or with water and then massaged on any kind of flabby skin, with time it really tightens the skin. The difference will be noticeable from the first application. So you find a lot of these bogus adverts for skin tightening and stuff. That the ingredient that's in it is just a little bit of oil and alum, okay, or water or a gel and alum. Yeah, it's very, very effective at doing that. Okay, it's very effective at doing that. It's also very good at reversing hair whitening. Okay, and for that it is mixed with rose water and it's left in the hair. It's done day on, day off for 2 weeks, and the person really notices a difference without using any kind of dye and without you doing anything, okay? It's incredible at doing that, okay? And it really shows, its effect shows, okay? I mean, Alhamdulillah, I have never had to use it on myself, for the hair, for example, but I have tried it just to see what happens, okay? And it's really good. My hair doesn't go white; it goes blonde when it loses its pigment and comes out. It goes golden, blonde. It doesn't go white, Alhamdulillah. But even when I use it, like I used it on my blonde ones, on my head, and then it made them go a little bit red. So it changes the color to a darker color. Okay, so you can use it to change the color of your hair. The only thing is, it can make the person lose their hair. So the best thing to do is to use it that's why people use it on alternate days and not every day, because it can actually cause the hair to fall out. So you have to be careful with using it, okay? And you only use it for these 2 weeks and stop, okay? And then stop for a while and then use it again and stop for a while and use it again. It will change the color of the hair to a darker shade. Also, Alum is very good at, like I said, stopping wounds from bleeding. And if it's not a good idea to consume it through the mouth, like to swallow it, a lot of it, because it can cause nausea and it can cause the person to throw up, okay? I've only seen it used for this purpose once, and it was a little kid that was had swallowed something, like a pill or something, and they gave him like a half a teaspoon of alum to throw, so that he can throw it up. And that child throwed up so hard, bless him. And it's like one of the best things to calm irritated skin, but you have to use it in very small amounts, okay? Read online about it. There's a lot of information about it online on Google on the physical applications, okay, of it. Okay, so because there's so many, okay, there are so many. It's also good for cracked heels. It removes acne and pimples. It prevents rashes after shaving. It's so powerful. It's like it's a super drug for all of these things. The result that it gives you physically is a result that is 100%. And it's fast. Okay, fast. All right. I've seen it used, like I said, for all of these purposes. Okay. And in each occasion, it just works straight away. Now let's come to the spiritual. The spiritual uses of alum, because it has an astringent effect, or it like pulls the tissues together. So if you put it in your mouth, the person will pucker their mouth and shut their mouth and pout their mouth out like that. Yeah. When they taste it on the tongue, for example, you'll have to close your mouth or pout your mouth out. And so therefore, spiritually, it is used to stop people from talking about the person, or stop gossip and slander, okay? And for that, how it can be used is it can be mix a teaspoon or half a teaspoon actually with an ounce of oil, olive oil, and then use it from your head to your toes. And then always mention Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like I've said in all of my videos, and read the Quran when the effect is spiritual, okay? Like I've said before, this is science that has still not been discovered. When it is discovered, then people will feel like, wow, this was actually something that scientific, it was energy work with the energy. But it actually causes the people or slander or gossip to stop, okay? And even when people try and talk about the person, they will find that they go through a lot of hardships when they gossip about you or talk about you in any negative way because of the alum, okay? If you use it like I've told you about. Another thing that the alum is extremely powerful at is removing the evil eye. Okay, it is one of the strongest things that can remove the evil eye in the world. It's better than any talisman. It's better than any other herb. Okay, it is really at the top of the list. There are very few other things that are as powerful as alum as removing them, and usually these other things are secret things. They are knowledge that is not revealed to people. So from the physical things that remove the evil eye, alum is the strongest. For that purpose, you mix it with chili, okay, or black pepper, or just salt, okay, and you put it from the head down to the toes on the body. Okay, remember the amount of alum needs to be very small. Okay, you add oil to all of this or you add water. Okay, you don't need a lot. You just need a tiny bit. Okay, and you put it in the bathing water. Okay, or you put it in the bathing, half a teaspoon in the bathing water, and you read قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ وَالْمُعُوذَتَيْنِ, or the last 3 surahs of the Quran and Ayatul Kursi with it. Okay. You mentioned that you call upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, upon the Most High God, and you ask God to help you remove this, because it will enable the energies that are concerned with removing negativity to operate under the flag of the Most High God. And this is where the real power comes from. Even big names like Scott Cunningham or people who are spiritualists, they know that the energy of divine, or they call it the energy of divine, as Muslim we call it Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yeah? God, the Most High, as Christians, or Allah as well. Christians worship Allah, Jews worship Allah. In the Middle East, it's just a name for the Most High God, and it was there before all of these religions. So, that energy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Most High God, sends everything that can remove the evil eye to remove the evil eye from the person. Okay? It is also extremely powerful at breaking hexes, curses, or any adverse conditions that are spiritual. It will remove obstacles that are within the person, from within the person and the own person's psyche and mentality and energy, and outside of the person. So you wash with it. You wash with it from your head to your toe. You do this day on, day off for 2 weeks. And that's it. I am yet to find, or to meet, or to hear about, or to read about a curse, an evil eye, a hex, or anything negative that managed to withstand alum for 2 weeks, day on, day off. Okay? You can scatter it about your home. When you wash your home with alum, okay, you add it to your washing water for the floors, for the furniture, and so on. Yeah? It takes out any negative energy, whatever that negative energy is, especially if you mention the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with it, and you read the Quran. Please don't use these things. My advice to you guys is not to use these things with anything else apart from the energy of the Most High God, because anything else will give you a lacking result. Only the Most High God of the universe is perfect. And that perfection is reflected in the mention of the name of God throughout the work. The Quran is the word of God and it is perfect. So when you use it on these things, it gives you a perfect result. If you say anything else or if you use your own energy, expect a lacking result. Okay, and that's from experience. It's not just because I believe in it, it's because I've seen it, I've practiced it, and I've been doing this all my life. At times when there was no hope, Alum came to the rescue. Okay? Alum can be used to banish energies and people that you don't like. Say, for example, there's someone that is pestering you, that is making you really irritating you. Okay? You just use the alum powder like this. You wash with it, or you bathe with it, or you put it in the oil and use it from your head to your feet. And you pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to remove that person or that energy from you. That energy will be removed. They will find it very hard to do anything to you or to come close to you. It is almost impossible. And if you are a powerful person, the repercussions of them trying to still pull the wool over your eyes or hurt you emotionally or hurt you physically or spiritually are going to be dire for them. They need to be prepared for the worst, okay? Because if it's someone extremely powerful and close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses it, this is like a spiritual atomic bomb. It will detonate and it will destroy these people's lives. Especially I prescribe it for people, for example, who have scammers on their YouTube channels, they can't get rid of them, who have, for example, stalkers, who have people, ambiguous people, they don't know who they are, they don't know what they want, they're driving them crazy, trying to talk to them, trying to find out information about them, trying to study them, trying to learn about them. When they use alum with this kind of energy, that energy starts to experience big problems. You can use it for really, really dark workings if you want to hurt someone, but I'm not going to talk about this here because I don't believe in that. I believe that if we use it for dark workings or for things to hurt people without being provoked and just to harm others, then we will be in big trouble with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We only use it to defend ourselves and to get rid of things that have come to us and we have not gone to them. Do you understand what I mean? This has always been the way in Islam. We have always never ever lifted a finger against anyone who hasn't started the fight first. Throughout history. Okay? The only exception to that is when people have called upon Muslims to save them. Like the people from Andalusia in Spain, they called upon the Muslims to save them. And that's well documented in history. That's why they went and stayed in Andalusia for 800 years and they were welcomed in that way. So you find that Alum will help you to get rid of all of these things. If you have a business, if you have a shop and you're trying to sell and it's not working for you, get some alum and scatter it about the place. The best thing to do is to wash the place with it. I've recently had a client who could not, they had a property, they had a house they couldn't rent because the tenant that was staying in the house and left was a witch. She was a witch and she tried to, she cursed the property. She fell out with the people on the property and she cursed the property. Okay? And this is it's a very far place from where I am. So I couldn't go there, I couldn't do anything myself, and obviously because of everything that's going on, I'm trying to stay at home as much as I can because I know that, this situation all over, like if you see my predictions, it came in November, like I said, and I don't believe it's going to get much better if it, I don't believe either anything that's being said on the news because that's not all the truth. Okay, there's a lot that's going on that it's very hard for people to hear, therefore it's not allowed to be put on the news or for public people to know. Okay, a lot of stuff is going on. So I don't go to see people in faraway places. Okay, and even if someone comes to see me, I have to make sure that their medical history is good and they didn't have anything. So and I would suggest that everyone does this, because the situation is not really great with what is going on. Anyway, so that person, they couldn't rent out the property that they had, okay, because it was cursed by this witch. So I gave them a recipe, and I'm gonna give it to you guys here. So what you do is, if it's just a recipe to rent out a place or to sell a place, if it's been stuck for a while and you can't sell it or you can't rent it out, this is what to do. Okay, so what you need to get is, you need to get 4 squares of camphor, and you need to get 1 sugar cube, white sugar cube, okay, white, not brown. Like I've said before, brown is a karmic, white is pure. The brown sugar is karmic, the white sugar is pure, okay? So, because the brown sugar is used to, for example, if you use it to draw in, to attract something, say you want to attract love with brown sugar, it teaches the person a lesson, okay? You can teach a person a lesson with brown sugar, okay? But with white sugar, it's pure. Okay, or say in brown sugar, we use it in situations where we want to find out the truth about the situation, and the other person is being like a spy. We don't know what the person is or who the person is or whatever. We use brown sugar to put that person into a situation where they will have to admit the truth. Okay, everything will turn against them. But this, of course, this happens by the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we don't do it to hurt anyone. We just pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reveal the truth to us. Okay, and then if the person is wrong in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's eyes, in God's eyes, then circumstances will press them into a corner until they confess. Okay, so brown sugar is used for this kind of... I'll do a separate video about brown sugar, but you get... For this purpose, to rent out a flat or a property, you get 4 cubes of camphor, 1 cube of sugar. You get some alum powder. You put the square of camphor in each corner of the property, all 4 corners. Okay, and then you take the square of sugar. You put it by the front door, in front. When you shut the door as you come in, and you shut the main door. Just as you shut the main door, you put it in there, yeah? On the floor, in front of the door. And then you sprinkle some alum on the sugar, on all of the camphor cubes, the 4, and then you sprinkle some on the one that's behind the door. And you pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, or God the Most High, that you find a tenant, and then you can read the Quran on it. You can read Surah Al-Waqi'ah, you can read Surah Al-Hashr. You can read, if you don't know these surahs, you just read the last 3 surahs of the Quran, or the last 3 chapters, plus Ayatul Kursi, or without Ayatul Kursi is also fine, or Ayatul Kursi alone is also fine. Okay, any Quran you find you can read on it. Okay, but the best thing is to use the last 3 surahs in the Quran for people who don't have much knowledge about it. Okay, after you do this, what you do is, you just leave it there and wait. Within a week, if you've advertised that property, within a week, you will get a tenant. And if you've done it the way that I've described it now, a good tenant as well, because of the sugar and because of the camphor. Someone pure, someone who is generous, someone who will pay, someone who won't annoy you. Okay, and someone who won't do anything bad to you in the future. That's why we use the camphor, and we use this combination together, okay? You can make this stronger by sprinkling some cinnamon in the middle of the property, or putting a clay bowl with cinnamon in it in the middle of the property, okay? It's amazing, you guys. I hope this video has helped you guys. This is all I have for you guys tonight, but I will see you guys soon, inshallah. I love you guys so much. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It will motivate me. It will make me feel good. And comment as well, you guys. It will make me feel better and enable me to post more stuff for you guys and give you guys more information. Okay, it will encourage me to do that. Okay, I love you guys so much. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect you all from all harm. May He benefit you with the alam and with the power of that He has placed in this mineral. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take away and cut out all negativity from all of you, from all of your lives, and give you guys, all of you, the best of success, victory, and truth. May you be blessed with health, wealth, love, and happiness beyond your wildest dreams. Bi'iznillahi ta'ala. I love you all very much, and I will see you guys in your next video. Fi amanillah.